Hey guys, today we're going to be going on a hike to the top of a mountain to draw. So yeah, let's get up there. Made it to the top. So I jumped right into sketching out my idea. I decided to do a pug in a tuxedo. It's kind of just a random idea that I've wanted to do. So I inked it with Micron. That is a brush pen. I do have to say though, I kind of like the normal microns more just because they give you more of a line consistency and are a little bit easier to control. But I thought I would try something different since we're in a different place than normal. So yeah, I am just giving a little bit of line depth to that, and then I'm going to erase over it, and that will just make the graphite not smudge into my marker when I color it in. So I started by giving the face of the pug a base color with this it's called dim green, this marker, and it doesn't look green at all, but I use it as my lightest tan color all the time. And I colored his suit in gray. As you can see, it was a bit windy, so my page is kind of flying up. And then I did a red bow tie, and I always do red bow ties or purple. I just like red and purple bow ties for some reason. But yeah, this is as far as I got while we were up there, so let's get to the studio and finish up this drawing. So I started with some warm grays to make the middle of the face darker, because I guess a pug is kind of like a Siamese cat where the middle of their face is way darker than the rest of their face. So I'm just laying in some base colors with warm grays and blending those out a bit with my lighter markers, and I really enjoy blending with markers. It's like one of my favorite things to do while I'm drawing. Coloring is always my favorite part, even though sketching is pretty fun, but coloring, it's just so much fun to shade and like use so many different colors that you wouldn't expect to be in it, but it looks good in the end. Like, I actually used a little bit of purples, I think, in the pug's skin, or fur, I guess. But yeah, I actually used like 4 different markers just to shade like the brown parts of the pug's face. And then I'm grabbing some darker grays and shading in like the darker area of the face. And I also made the eyes brown because I looked it up and pugs usually have brown eyes. And I darkened the shading a little bit more just because it wasn't popping enough for me. And then I keep darkening it until I like it. And as you can see, I'm leaving a little bit of a lighter area on the nose because near the end of the drawing I'm going to be putting some blue in there because I like adding little bits of blue into my drawings. And I'm also just shading the bow tie with some darker red colors, and then I'm shading the tuxedo, sorry, I forgot what it was called for a second, but really working on smoothing that out. And then I'm going to fill in the background with this dark bluish gray, like desaturated blue color. So it's not really bright blue, but I think it really makes the pug pop out. And I always love filling in the background with one solid color. It just seems to tie the whole piece together and make it look finished. And yeah, I always just really enjoy this, and I really love this color that I chose. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a really nice darker blue. And as you can see, I added a little bit of blue to the nose, and now I'm just pulling in some pencil crayon just to like highlight it a little more. And I actually added purple into the tuxedo, which you'll see at the end when we show close-ups. Now I'm just adding a couple of highlights to the bow tie and make it look a little silky. And to the nose I also added some highlights. And then this is my favorite part. I added a gold monocle with my gold marker, and here is the end result. I am so happy with this drawing. I really love the fur texture and the pencil texture.
Okay guys, welcome to the weekly art. I just wanted to show you how this spread turned out. You guys saw in my parent video, like half done. So yeah, I did this actually a long time ago. I just like never filmed it. So yeah, here's the spread that never got shown. So here it is. I really like this Batman one and like the way the light is reflecting. I'd say these 3 are my favorite. These 3, and then I really like this too. But that's not even Douglas, but. It's O from Home. If you haven't seen the movie, go watch it. It's on Netflix. It's super good and funny. It's like a really good animated film. It's just super funny and relatable and really cute. Here's an unfinished page that I started a couple weeks ago and just never finished. But I really like this plum frog and this mermaid frog I did, which you would have seen on my YouTube as a short. And then we watched Hunger Games for the first time. And I love it so much. It is like one of my new favorite trilogies. It is, or I guess it would be what would you even call that if it's 4 movies? I don't know. But it's my favorite movie series right now, I would say. But I did a whole page of Peter Malark, and I'm just protecting the other side just in case I plan on drawing on it afterwards. I'll probably will eventually. But yeah, I had a lot of fun just sketching with pencil, which I don't normally do. I usually color everything I do, so I just added some color in behind to make the sketches pop. I'm super happy with this one. I think it looks really good. So that's Peter Malark, and here he is in the chair. This is actually a poster from the, I want to say it's the Mockingjay posters. So, yeah, I just copied that. I feel like I did pretty well on the face. It's a little off-center, though. But, I did it as well as I could, and it's the size of my thumb, so you can't get much detail. And then I just did a couple quotes from the movie. He's from District 12, so I wrote that on the side. I really like this. I tried doing a sunset with marker, and I think I accomplished it pretty well, because his favorite color is not bright orange, but soft like the sunset, so I decided to do that with a sunset behind it, with lots of oranges incorporated, so it's goes with the quote, and then the whole quote that Katniss says about him. I just love those movies so much. Actually, my phone background right now is both sides of my phone background are Hunger Games themed. And then there's this pug that we did, and here's a close-up of it. I'm super happy with the fur texture, and I really love the purple and the tuxedo and the shininess of the monocle. I didn't really show that in the end result, but it's super shiny. If you look at that, it's super golden. And then I want to show you this dinosaur that I made. I crocheted this dinosaur. Wait 1 second, I need to zoom out. Okay, I zoomed out a bit, but I crocheted this dinosaur. It's a free pattern by Studio Phoebe 22 on Instagram. I'll put the handle up here so you can look it up. But yeah, she has a free pattern. This is a mini dino pattern, which if you use normal, say you use this, it would be this big. But I did it with chunky baby blanket yarn, burlap blanket yarn, and this is the carnival colors. Then this is a different yarn. This is Needle Crafters yarn, fleece soft polyester. And yeah, so I did this part with burlap blanket and this part with the Needle Crafters yarn. And I also found this pattern. I can't remember who made it, but I'll put their handle up here. But it's the mushroom pops up and down. It's a little frog. I'm not very good at doing the color changes, so it's a little messy, but I still like it. And I decided not to add the arms. I kind of liked it as just this little frog blob. And then I also have been making these little frogs. I actually don't have a pattern for them. I just kind of took the bigger frog that I make and then just made it smaller. But yeah, I made this little one with Sweet Snuggles, and it feels super soft. I want to get more of the Sweet Snuggles yarn. I just bought one skein to try it out, so I would like to try that again. And then I also used burlap blanket to make a couple frogs, so I made some yellow ones. And yeah, I'm sure you'll see a lot more crochet in the future. It's just school. We have exams coming up, so it's been super stressful. And so yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I just have to say, don't these look a little bit like chicken nuggets? If you watch to the end of this video, comment down below the word chicken nugget frog. Comment down below. And yeah, I'll try to respond to you. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, week, and month. And yeah, have a good week. Austin with an E, signing out for now. Bye!